about a time you helped someone else get more better? Let's go. Question's gonna go to Kirk actually. Oh, sorry. Thank you very much. How did I help someone get more better? Okay. Put myself down for So I have a colleague of mine, and he was telling me a story about how he was struggling with some debt, and I just so happened to my wife and I spent 2 or 3 years on the Dave Ramsey method to get out of debt, and we were successful paying off $90,000 in debt. And I sat down and I said, "Hey, listen, if you need some help," I was like, "I'm willing to help you out. I can sit down, show you how to write out a budget, and start paying off the smallest debt first, and working our way forward with the snowball debt." And so when we sat down, he was excited, a little nervous. Obviously, he's having to show me all of the debt that he has. And with our current job, we are required to have we cannot have an extreme amount of debt. If we have an extreme amount of debt in our line of work, we can actually be let go from our position. So we have to, and it has to do with a security clearance. So if you have a security clearance, you can't have an extreme amount of debt. And so it was kind of heading down that path. And I was able to sit down with him, kind of show him what to do, and eventually started paying off the debt. And he explained that he was excited, and the first debt paid off is an exciting thing. So he was able to save up his emergency fund, $1,000, and then slowly work towards paying off his debt. And he's still working on it, but he's not getting calls from creditors anymore or his bank saying that his bank account balance is zero. So yeah, that's how I've helped somebody. Thank you.
All right.
My next question is, tell us about your first job and what it taught you. Question goes to Amy, if she's one.
All right, Amy.
My first job here is Panda Express. You guys all like a Panda Express. Okay, I didn't work for long because they didn't treat me well, but I learned something. I learned when you lie down in here, how many entree you want? 2 entree, you need to start serving the food and walk into the line. So one of my manager, she is around maybe 20, 30. And we were working in Citadel Mall, Panda Express. Sometimes on my break time, we two will sit on the floor behind the counter and we start eating, talking. It's kind of fun. But the next manager is Korean manager. Before, I think maybe this is 20 years ago, Panda Express bought the Korea store, and the Korea store is Korean manager. But actually, he worked for Panda Express. And he know most Chinese people can speak Chinese. They will promote to manager level. So he know I speak Chinese. So sometimes he will come to me, your uniform not very good. Yeah, you need to tighten up your uniform. You cannot sit on floor eating. But what I see with my manager, he only told to me. So what I learned from this, my first job, I say, sometimes because you are in higher level, even you do wrong, you are okay. If you are in lower level, if you do wrong, you are not okay. But as teacher, I try to treat everybody equally. So sometimes I will tell them nicely, don't do this anymore. I learn how to be kind to other people because I learn people, they can treat you not unfairly. So I want to treat everybody kind, equally. Thank to you.
One. Yes. One motion. Okay. I'll get to one more. Next question is, tell us about the best compliment you've ever received. I don't know how to ask this question to actually.
Yeah, Robert. I would like to answer the first question. When I help someone get more better. I'm teaching my brother how to drive.
Wow.
It is awesome and a nightmare, and I love it. Because I did not have anyone to teach me how to drive, and I didn't go to a driving school. Because when I was 18, I got my first job at Amazon, and I was carpooling with my sister to go there. And because it was a night shift job, right? So there was no night driving school anywhere that was anywhere near me, and I couldn't do the thing that most people did that I heard from, where they would like go to sleep and then wake up middle of the day so they could have like their days off during the waking hours. It had to be a consistent sleep schedule. So on my days off, I was up, 8 p.m., 6 a.m. So I taught myself how to drive with the help of a friend of mine I met at Amazon, who was kind of, how do I say this? Very passive person. They don't really do much. They just kind of like, go with the flow, whatever. So they let me use their car in it so I could legally drive. I taught myself how to do everything. So it was very like off the cuff. Just, I'll figure it out, I'm sure. And there was this one time where I accidentally learned the New Zealand rules of the road for like 3 weeks. I don't know how that happened. I just found this resource online and it was like the quiz was so easy. And I'm like, oh, I get it now. I don't know why it's in kilometers, but I'm sure that's not a big deal. It'll translate over. And then I got in the car. I'm like, why am I on the left side of the car? I don't know how that happened. So now I'm teaching my brother how to drive. And it's fun because I've got all these tips and I'm like, when I was learning to drive, you should like when you go to the back of someone, you should line up their wheels with the bottom of the front of the dash. And it's working for him, which is cool. But like he's also he's his biggest enemy kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like he'll like I know he can do something. Like he's made this left turn like 100 times. I'm like, all right, now we're gonna get onto the highway. It's really easy. It's the same thing you've been doing, just faster. It's like, no, man, I can't do that. It's too hard. So that's how I'm helping someone become more better. Help my brother learn to drive. All right.
So to sum up, we had Kirk help a co-worker get out of debt or almost out of debt. We had Amy learned how to be kind to other people working at Panda Express, and then Robert taught his brother how to drive pretty well, I guess. Can I get a timer's report?